Man, what do you think of that? Tilly's creator refers to an AI genre and says her company has another 40 AI actors in the works, and her company is even teaming up with the History Channel on an AI-powered miniseries. But, you know, I go back to what Emily Blunt said, don't take away our human contact. What do you think Hollywood's going to say about this? Do you think there's a appetite for this?
No, I mean, I think it's novelty, and I think as Hollywood is going to use it more as like digital IP than as any type of replacement for actors. I mean, actors that bring humanity, that are box office draws, can't be replaced by actor like Tilly Norwood. And if you remember, I mean, if some of your audience remembers, you have to go way back to the '80s. There was another character named Max Headroom that became the novelty in the '80s, and he was voiced by a human, but it was a synthetic character that had its novelty and it went away. And I think this is kind of like the same type of thing.
Yeah, it was back in MTV, back when it first kicked on. It was really something. But kind of compare and contrast Tilly Norwood, if you would, to what's going on with Avatar. I mean, there's a big difference there. Kind of walk us through what you see.
Well, I mean, we've seen AI used in Hollywood for like de-aging, whether it's like Marvel projects or Indiana Jones or one of this year's Oscar darlings, Jay Kelly, with, George Clooney. You see and we've seen them in background audiences. And in Avatar, I mean, there's definitely AI used for filler scenes and background and effects. But I think you still have the humanity of the actors, like Zoe, like all the other actors that's there, that's still bringing the characters to life, that's still voicing these characters that people can draw to, that people can have like a connection with that actor or know that voice. And I think what AI can do to help streamline or to help to assist or maybe help even affect some budgets, I don't think it's going to replace the real connection that people have to Hollywood and to the emotional drive of these films.
You know, but Hollywood's got this tremendous ability to promote and advertise and kind of shove things down people's throat. They could make people a star, has always been the argument. So do you see this taking off? Are there pros and cons to booking an AI actor? Because as you mentioned, financially, look, if you're going to pay George Clooney $20 million for a movie and not pay Tilly Norwood a penny, one could say, well, there's some benefit there, but people go because they really identify with characters.
Yeah, I mean, you can have, I mean, with Tilly, you don't have anybody that's getting sick. You don't have the attitudes on set. You don't have the ego. You might not have the late night controversy on Hollywood Boulevard. But you also, those things is what humans connect to. Is why some humans will go to any movie that Brad Pitt is in, or Leonardo DiCaprio, or Scarlett Johansson, or Lupita Nyong'o, but they will not do the same thing for a digital thing. So I think it's gonna affect cost control. It's gonna affect consistency, the unlimited availability. But when you look at the lack of emotional nuance and even the union restrictions that's already, I don't think it's gonna be something that's really gonna challenge the system. It goes back to that Max Headroom. It was the same cycle that we went through with it, where people feared that it was going to take over the late night hosts and everything else, and it kind of went away. So it feels like it's the same type of cycle. We're just going through it in a more modern way where AI is more tangible than it was in '80.
Jamal, we know what the Screen Actors Guild says about this. Is there any response from the public? Is there enough out there right now for the public to kind of gauge? And do you ever see audiences rushing to the box office to see some AI-created actor?
If some type of avatar or character becomes a funny late night host or something, I can see there being like some season for an AI actor. I don't think there's any type of way to build in any type of longevity into that, or but as IP, if it's treated as an animated character, as quote unquote like a Mickey Mouse or whoever, and that becomes a character, I can see that character being being that for that, but I don't think there's any danger in it affecting the whole process of films. It's going to
Right.
be the assistant. It's going to be the background actor. It might be the extras. It might take some of those jobs. It might be the line producer that's doing the budget. But I don't think it's going to ever take over being your
Your
main
lead.
character. It's not going to be Michael B. Jordan AI. It's
There you
not
go.
going.
And we know that AI has been successful in writing music. Do you ever see the point or a point where AI could be writing films, writing TV shows?
Well, I definitely think it's being used to assist in the writing room for outlines and everything else. But the Writers Guild Association, just like the Screen Actors Guild, when they went on strike, they made it very clear that AI can only be used as an assistant. It cannot do rewrites. It cannot be given any script credit. So it can only assist the writer. And I think that's where it really belongs because there is some type of human nuance to the emotion that you get when somebody's writing
Absolutely.
Titans and when AI is doing it, you're gonna lose some of that emotion that you get from the reality. So I think it's great as an assistant. It's great for outlines, but it's great for world building.
Yep.
But it's not gonna. You're not gonna love an AI script like you think you would.
Okay.